to Sherthehope again. I have a live that I want to talk to you about. Just to let you know a little bit about myself. The past 3 years has been really a tough time for me. Health wise, I lost my husband to COVID. Um, it's been real tough, and I've been told by doctors that I need to lose weight. I need to start exercising. I've been in, I don't know, 3 or 4 different types of physical therapy, occupational therapy. I have neuropathy on my legs. I have knees that are bone to bone. I have to keep active because I have congestive heart failure. I wear compression stockings all the time to try to get the fluids off my body. My heart just can't get rid of the fluids as quick in my body as he should.
But just be aware, guys, her heart is actually really good, though.
Oh, my heart's good. It's just these are things I got to work towards. Also, I have, they say I have restrictive lung disease, but I will let you know, the first part of the 3 years, I had wore cannulas with oxygen. And you notice now my nose is free from cannulas. And I think the more you exercise, the more you improve. Now, I am on a BiPAP, and a BiPAP is basically shoots oxygen into me when I sleep because apparently when I sleep, I forget to breathe. And sometimes it slows it down, causing CO2 issues. So they've got me on that, which I don't, if I lose the weight, I don't probably have to be on the BiPAP. So my goal is to try to get down a whole bunch. Now, what my children, and that includes my daughter and my sons, my son and my daughters, came up with a regimen of exercises because I'm out of occupational therapy and physical. So we took all that information and we combined it into this big, huge blue book. Now, this blue book doesn't mean much to you guys because it's only dealing with me, but every day, except for one day a week, I have to come to here and I have things I have to do. It's like a checkoff list. I have medications that I have to take, and on the top it says medications. I have to take my blood pressure and see what that is. I also have to do blood sugars, which, could range from 91 to 200, depending on what you have. I have a pulse oximeter, which basically checks my oxygen level in there. And all you do is you stick it on and you let it go on, and I'll let that on for a little bit. I have to take my temperature. So I gauge my temperature, and it says I have a 98.0, which is really good. So I check that off. And then I have compression stockings with grippies on, and the grippies are just to make sure I don't fall or hurt myself. And they could be yellow or blue, and I can walk around the house. I don't wear many shoes around the house. I wear shoes outside. Hi, how are ya? I'm glad you're tuning into this. Right now my oxygen level is 93.75 for the heart, and it shows even waves. Now it just jumped to 94, which that's good. 90 or above is better for me.
I will let you guys know on a pulse oximeter. Make sure if you read a number, because we had this issue at the beginning when this whole scenario happened, make sure you check the waves. If there's an even flow, I've been told by multiple doctors, that means it's an accurate read. If it reads like it's off, like it's showing you different wavelengths, it's not an accurate read. So a little side note how to read those things.
Yeah, when you pick one out, you want to make sure that you pick one out that you feel comfortable with. Also, I have water. I'm on a restricted diet, and what it is I get 2,000 calories, or 1,800 calories, so sorry, 1,800 calories, 2,000 sodium. I can't have much sodium, so I have to be real careful with that. And then I have to have 1,500 fluid, which
equals about 6 bottles of water.
6 bottles of this water. And what we do is we put Crystal Light in it. Now, I have to drink more. Hi, how are you? I have to drink more because if I don't, it can cause issues too. So I'm trying to keep my kidneys working well because I'm on blood thinners. I'm on water pills to help get the fluid out. So I have to make sure that my kidneys stay healthy. And then it talks about how much intake of water I have, and I have to mark off how many of those bottles of water I drink. Then I have a shower. Now today I'll be taking a shower, so I have to do various checks on the shower, clean my legs, clean under my belly, clean my toes, clean my butt. That's what I have to do. And then medication refill, that's only if it's running out. Number of times I can get up, walk to the kitchen. Now the sad part is I'm on a walker. I had been on canes, and in the hospital they told me I could not use canes because they were not as secure. They wanted me to use a walker, so I have a walker in front of me all the time, and that basically gets me to and from. But I have 2 walkers. My house is not handicap accessible, so I have to use the one walker to get through the doors. This one's a little bit bigger. I take trips to the kitchen. I do the dishes. I clean out the dishwasher. I clean the shelves and stuff like that. I prep food, and sometimes they'll bring it in and I'll cut things up. I fold clothes, baskets of clothes. Hi, how are you? Thanks for checking or coming to my station to see it. I wanted to tell you guys all about it. I take trips outside to doctors. My kids take me on what I call adventure rides, and they'll take me in the car. Now, for some reason, my oldest daughter had to buy a car, and she bought me a car that I could fit in. And the reason I say fit in because my legs don't bend, my knees don't bend because I have bone spurs. So she got me one that I can get in and out. So I use her car quite a bit. I can dress myself. I elevate my feet to help the water goes away, and I massage my forehead because sometimes I get headaches. I don't know about you, but when you're on a BiPAP, you can get headaches quite a bit. Then I go into my exercise routine. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I do a lot of exercise. I do what they call bending the hands, and I will let you know I have a carpal tunnel problem, and I have a trigger finger right here that will literally catch, and I have to put it back into place. So I do a lot. My daughter bought me a massager for my hands for carpal tunnel so that I can keep them moving. I paint a lot because I do a lot of rock painting and artwork.
Hey, Mama, somebody wants you to do a shout out. His doctor friend, Sovik Barut from sorry if I say it wrong, Nemuta. You want to do a shout out?
Yeah, I can do that. Dr. Barut, I can't, now the pronunciation I might not be able to.
From Nibta.
I can shout out and I can tell you, this is an effective exercise program for me. It doesn't match everyone. So it all depends on what your doctors want. This is what they want me to work on, and that's what I'm doing. Just getting out of this chair. This is a lift chair. I have to push myself up and basically strengthen my back so I can get up. Hopefully one day I won't have to use it as a lift chair. I can just use the walker and get up. That's what I'm working on. So I'm glad you checked in. There's a lot of things that I want you to know because like I do accelerators on my legs, my knees, I do knee kicks, I slowly march back and forth 100 times. Everything's in hundreds. So I do everything by hundreds. So I do 100 slow marches. Side to side, I actually move my legs so it moves the hip. My hip area, with neuropathy, you got to keep it moving. So what you're doing is you're basically doing 100 of these on the left side, and then I'm going to switch to the other side and I do 100. Once I do that, I go to what they call transitions. That's taking the walker and actually standing up. And I try to stand up 4 or 5 times to strengthen the muscles in the back of my arms so that they don't weaken. You don't want your muscles weakening. So that's what I'm working on, trying to keep my muscles strong. I do band workouts, and I don't do a lot of band workouts sometimes because it just doesn't, it hurts to have to do the band workouts unless someone's working with me. I do neck stretches because my neck sometimes has a tendency to get tight and then I get headaches, so I do 25 neck stretches on all directions. And then after I do the neck stretches, I do hand workouts. This is hand workouts. These were bought by my children, and I do 25 of these. And I do it on one side, then I turn around, I do 25 on this side. And then I turn around, I have a ball, just a simple little ball. And I actually do 25 of these, then I do 25. And then they bought me this, and all this is just a gripper, and it strengthens the carpal tunnel so that it's not hurting. It will hurt after a while. Then I do these. That will be my hand workout, and I have to do 25 each of those. Once I do that, I do the calf raises, which are located in the back, and I lift my toes up, and I do 100 of those. Once I do those, then the hard stuff comes in. So you know, with restrictive lung disease, you have to use air supports. This I call a didgeridoo. I have to blow into this, and I have to do 25 times 5, and then 25 times 5 again. So I do actually 10 of these, 25, 250 of these.
And what it is in the middle of it, where that purple thing is, when you take it out, it's like a rattle. So every time she blows, it like breaks up mucus in her chest.
Okay, I'm going to show you how you do it. And the whole purpose behind this, at one time when I was first starting, I was going like this. Now I'm getting strong. And I have to do it as much as I can because that strengthens the lung capacity. Then I have what's called air life. This is what you get in the hospital. Everywhere you go, they want you to breathe. So they gave me one of the, actually they gave me two of these because I actually went to one hospital then another. And what you do here, there's all kinds of exercises. This goes down to 0 all the way to 2,500. My goal sometimes, oh yeah, hi, how are ya? Yeah, I'm going through my exercising program so that everyone knows what I do. What I do is I try to hit this 2,500 by going, and I go slow. Don't overdo it because you can actually pass out. Now I'm up to 1,250. 1,500, and then you work your way up to 2,500. Don't ever try to hit to 2,500 first. You start slow. Now I went a little faster just to show you. Then on the side you'll see a little button here. I breathe in. And I breathe 25 times, then I put an X by air life, and I do that 25 times 10. That's 250 of those. And then the last thing on this whole exercise, I do have problems with neuropathy on my legs, and I use ammonia lactate on my legs, Eucerin, CeraVe. I use all kinds of lotions, Aquaphor, and I get it placed on my feet and the side of my legs and the back of my legs. And technically that's supposed to help get some of the dryness out off my legs so they don't itch. My problem is I start to itch my legs. When I itch them, I make them bleed, and I'm prone to cellulitis, so I have to be real careful not to itch. I will let you know, I focus on several things here. I will let you know, by looking at my BiPAP here, I can tell you that I slept for 11 hours and 39 minutes.
Not all at once,
Not
guys.
all at once.
This was like a nap in between.
And my pain level is 3+, and the only reason I put it 3+, because some days it could vary to 4, could vary to 2. Depends. And the focus areas I center on are my hips, my knees, my legs, my hands, and my feet. And then after I'm done, I do this. I've done it all day today. I've got mine all completed for today. This is August 4th, 2024. And then they basically make me log everything. I even log, so you know, I have to log my medicines in. So when I take medicines like allergies, insulin, Trulicity, iron, I'm on several. I'm on a lot of iron because I have a lot of anemia, or not a lot, but a little bit. I've got AM and PM pills I have to take. These are weekly that I do. so that I know exactly what I do. You don't want to skip medicines. If the doctor tells you you have to be on it, you have to be on it. Now I have to be careful with the lotions on my feet because sometimes it causes my feet to itch at night and then I can't sleep. So that's the issue I have. Now, as for exercising, eating properly, drinking the amounts of fluid that you have here, you have to do it for your life. It's a whole new lifestyle. 5 times in the hospital was enough for me. It basically at one point I had to go to one hospital just to learn to walk again because I had forgot how to after my cellulitis scare. My kids are real supportive. I have the Lord on my side to get me better. You guys, my subscribers who listen to me and follow my story, knows that it's a difficult time, but it can be manageable. I try to keep a happy heart. Sometimes my happy heart's sad because I miss my husband. But I have my kids to fall back on, and I want you to know anyone can do this. Now, I'm going to say I don't suggest you starting out what I do because your doctors have to kind of give you an idea what they want you to work on. Now, will I ever get through restrictive lung disease? I hope so, because one hospital supposedly had pneumonia, but they put a question mark, which tells me that diagnosis, they had no idea what I had. And I had COVID the same time my husband had. So like I said, to this day, I don't even know exactly what I had. Other than I did test positive when my husband did. So, like I said, I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to make a difference in my life, and if I can make a difference in your life, I have your back. And I want you to know that. And like I said, is it fun? No. There's days I don't want to exercise. I don't want to do this. Don't make me do it. But then I look at my son and I look at my daughters, and I said to myself, they're here, they're supporting me, and I'm going to do what they want me to do to make me better. So, if you have any questions, make sure you sign down below, and I'll help answer your questions as much as I can. Talk to your doctors, talk to your family, have them be your support. And like I said, make a difference in your life, because there's people out there that do care about you. And I have to be honest, my YouTube channel has been a game changer. You know, the 2,000 people that I have for followers, thank you. I can't tell you how much that meant for me to have that many. You guys have changed my life. Just make me reach my goals. I'm going to continue to ask for more subscribers. Thumbs up. Hit that bell button. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'm going to tell you, it tells me how many lives I can do some more. So stay with it. Do what you have to. Bada bing, bada boom. See ya.